You are listening to the Forkman and Champ podcast. Make sure you sub now at iTunes, Spotify, and check them out on Facebook as well.
G'day, and welcome to the Forkman and Champ podcast. They call me Forkman, and unfortunately, the Champ could not be with us today. So, we got Tim, the champion, replacing the Champ today. Welcome, Tim.
Hello, how are you?
Not too bad. People may remember you as, what was your old name?
What was it?
The Tim Tam in another carnation. How have you been?
Yes, that is true.
How have you
been pretty good.
That's good,
Staying
that's good. What that?
Staying away
out
from
of trouble?
COVID-19.
That's the way. Now, hey, I think we better get into things because, well, you're freezing and I'm cold myself. Are you cold yourself?
I'm nice and warm.
Oh, nice. We shall start, shall we? And see how far we get with you in here. Now, Tim Tam, I'm not too sure, or Tim, should I say, I'm not too sure. Have you been watching the Olympics or the Para-Olympics? Of late?
Oh, well,
Okay,
I haven't been watching them.
you haven't. So you have not been watching them whatsoever.
I wouldn't watch
You were
them.
saying you wouldn't watch them? I don't blame you. I wouldn't. Well, I kind of been watching them, and I kind of have not been watching them because.
How often do you watch them?
How often do I watch them? Every now and then. But there
Well,
was
for me,
this athlete. Sorry, over there.
For me, the football is more entertaining.
Okay, well, to me, I would like watching the Paralympics, but there was a character, not a character, an athlete in the Paralympics this year with the name Isis.
The name what?
Her name was Isis. Isis.
As in ISIS?
No, her name was Isis.
Like the terrorist group?
Yeah, as in like the terrorist group. Her name was Isis. And then, well, that would be an unfortunate name now, due to, as you know, the terrorist group ISIS. Now it's Isis. Her name is, well, Isis. So now that would be like when you go somewhere, or when she goes somewhere, introducing herself to people. Hi, my name's Isis. The thing that people might think of her name due to having that name Isis.
Yes.
Would you agree?
I would agree, but I also agree having the name Champ is unfortunate.
The Champ?
Yeah.
Why is that unfortunate?
Because it's like saying you're second best. Because obviously the name, the champion, is better.
So are you having to dig up my co-host, are you?
Well, for unfortunately, for this segment you're doing,
So
I am. Yes.
You're having to dig up my co-host.
Yes.
Where you are a guest on this show.
Well, I'm finding it as a job
on the show
interview.
and you come on. you're having a dig at my co-host.
Well, let's just treat it as a job interview.
Well, I don't think our listeners would want to have you on the show again if you're going to be having a dig at the champ between you and I. We're going to move along. So let us know unfortunate names. Do you know someone with an unfortunate name? Let us know on our Facebook page. Look for Forkman and the Champ on Facebook. Now, Tim, the Champ, PN. Footy finals are happening at the moment.
Yes, they are.
Do you like footy finals?
I like them. I'm intrigued to see how Melbourne goes.
How Melbourne goes?
Yes.
Are you going for Melbourne?
Well, now I'm going for Melbourne.
Okay. Why are you going for Melbourne now? Why weren't you going for Melbourne?
Well, as you know, the Sydney Swans lost, so I had to pick someone.
Yeah, but let's buy a point to the GWS Giants, who are I believe your second team.
They're not my second team.
Were you happy with that game or not?
No, I was not. I thought we should have won.
You weren't too happy with that game?
I thought we should have won.
Yeah, I thought we should have won too, but well,
I think our blame is for the umpires.
Like that happen and we lose. You blame the umpires?
Yes. Did you realise
why blame the
two
umpires?
of them were umpires from the 2016 grand final?
So wait, are you saying those umpires have something against the Sydney Swans, are you?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so now who is your 2021 grand final winner?
Melbourne.
Melbourne by how much?
By 15 points against the Bulldogs.
By 15 points. I'm going for Port Adelaide. Because I would like to see, what's his name? The one who used to play for Sydney? Get a premiership?
Who's that? Alia.
The one who used to play for Huh?
Alia.
What's his name?
That's his name,
Alia. I'd like to see him get a premiership.
I would not like to see him.
I'd like to. You would not like to see him?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Tim, we're going to move along now. So, Tim, it's my favourite time of the year.
You're still there, Mr.
Where
Fork?
the magpies come.
Where the magpies come?
It's my favourite time of the year when the magpie comes. Yeah, magpies come. It's magpie season. No, I'm not talking about the Collingwood magpies. I'm talking about magpies that swoop.
They swoop.
So it's swooping season, right? Yeah, now, magpies are really smart animals. They know, they can recognise faces.
They most definitely
are. With the
are.
masks this year, it's hard for magpies to recognise people because everyone are wearing masks.
Everyone's wearing masks. You are correct there.
Yeah, I am correct there. And with that means that with people wearing masks, we are going to have more magpie attacks. Because
yes, I believe so.
You're mean to magpies, Tim.
I'm not mean to magpies. All I do is chase after them. I chase after magpies all the time.
Yeah, but the magpie are going to remember you and it'll swoop you.
Well, I believe in my defense. If I'm wearing Sydney Swan's mask, it won't.
How do you know why swoop you if you're wearing a Sydney Swan mask?
Because magpies hate Sydney.
How do you know they hate Sydney?
I'm pretty sure I could be confident that they do.
So now, anyway, to get into what I was saying, I had this theory that if I take down my marks when I'm walking in the street, that I won't get swooped by a magpie.
Because they won't recognize you anymore?
No, because it'll recognize me.
Oh.
If they are local magpies, if you know what I mean. So it'll recognize
me
and then nothing's going to swoop me.
Do you reckon that the magpies should swoop people if they're wearing a mask?
Yeah, I do. They should swoop you. Because you chased them.
Well, I'd love to see one chase the champ so I get a regular gig.
You want a magpie to...
Or maybe... No, a better idea, Forkman. Maybe a magpie can chase you and the champ, and whoever wins in the race between you and the champ gets their place replaced on the podcast.
Okay, listeners, just let us know, do you agree with what Tim the champion has said? I don't. Hey Tim, today I realised with the date is the 5th of September 2021. We're almost
and this year is almost
towards the end of the year. Yeah, the year is going to be over before you can say kaboom.
Well, Forkman, there's one thing that I'm hoping for before the end of the year.
What the?
As you know, I have a younger son at home who you're the uncle of. And last year, because of COVID, my family, including you in Melbourne, didn't get to see him for his birthday.
Yeah?
And his birthday is coming up on the 6th of November. That's when we should be at the 70% double vax rate.
Well,
do you think you're going to miss out on seeing him again?
I highly doubt that we'll be out of lockdown by then.
You highly doubt?
To be honest with you. No, I highly doubt that we'll be out of lockdown by then. But anyway, I was thinking, how do you want to spend 2022?
Well, Forkman, I would love to spend it on a luxury yacht.
You want to spend it on a luxury yacht? How can you afford a yacht? What that?
Well, doing the podcast with you, I'd like to be on a luxury yacht.
On a yacht with me? I do not own no yachts.
Well, I'm pretty sure I'll find someone who owns a yacht. I have connections with Mr. Eddie Maguire.
Are you? You do, or you? How do you have?
I do
connections. You do
through my local footy club.
No, you do not.
Eddie Maguire's the
local
president. What? Eddie Maguire's the president of my local.
Of your local. Eddie Maguire is no president of no football club.
No, it's not anymore. But seriously, on a serious note, I'd like to see family in 2022. That's what I'd like to do.
Okay, well, other than seeing family, what I want to do in 2022 is, get ready for it, I want to
take the Tim Tam and Forkman show to National Drive.
Maybe, or in my bathers in a pool.
Do what in your bathers in a pool?
Sitting in a pool in my bathers.
You want to sit in a pool in your bathers?
Yeah.
Do you do that anyway?
Having to wear my... Huh?
Don't you do that anyway in a pool? You relax?
I do what anyway?
Don't you just sit in a pool?
Don't you?
I do.
Yeah, you usually do. Yeah, you relax in a pool.
Maybe we could relax in a pool on a lovely holiday.
Now, Tim Tam, we're going to move on. So to our listeners, let us know, how do you want to spend your 2022? Maybe you want to spend it cooking with the champ, eating ice cream with the champ, maybe eating chili with the champ, if it is known.
I'd love to do a cooking challenge
chili
with the
and
champ.
then eat yogurt. What's that?
I'd love to do a cooking challenge with the champ.
You want to do a cooking challenge, a live cooking challenge, or?
Yeah, a live cooking challenge with the champ. The champ
live
can
cooking
have a chef with him, and I'll have a sous chef with me.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Now, Tim, this is something you're bringing to the show now.
Yes, it is.
What are you bringing to the show? Ooh. Yeah. What was the question you had? Yeah, what are you bringing to the show right now? What did you want to talk about?
Remember what to talk about? I got in the planning meeting. What did I bring up again? I think it was something to do with COVID-19, wasn't it?
Oh, would you walk 500 miles?
Oh yeah, would you walk 500 miles during COVID? Even if your premier of your state says
500 miles during COVID, during lockdown? I put it, yeah, during lockdown.
Yeah.
Would you walk 500 miles during lockdown?
I believe I'd do it myself, just for a gag and a laugh.
You said you'd do it. Did you say you'd do it yourself for a laugh?
Yeah. Who cares if I get a fine? I don't give a shit. I'll pay the fine. I just want to do it to walk to you.
How are you gonna? Well, I think I'm more than 500 miles away from you.
Well, that's okay. At least I'm walking forever.
And let me see how many kilometers is 500. What is miles?
Yeah.
And that's looking it up on to let people know. So you'll definitely be out of your 5Ks. You'll be almost 800 kilometers out of your region. So you'd definitely be getting a fine down with the Tim Tam.
300 kilometers to get to you, Corey. So I would get to you then.
No, you would not get to me. You would still get a fine for being out of your 5Ks.
I will fight against a fine.
We're not gonna promote people breaking.
I would do it for charity.
Promote people breaking the law.
I will walk 500 miles.
Andrew would say charity or no charity. Once lockdown is finished.
Well, I would walk that far for charity.
Yes or no?
To earn money for you and the show.
Okay, well, thank you. Once lockdown is finished, I challenge you to that. Now, Tim, I'm not too sure. Have you ever heard this song before?
That broccoli sure looks good to me. Your pumpkin mum is something to believe. And as for that potato, I've never tasted greater. You ought to be congratulated. Your cherry pie, the apple of my eye. Your chocolate cake would make a grown man cry. And I must say it's gonza, absolutely bonza. You ought to be congratulated. Not what you make is how you make it. The proof of the pudding's in the tasting. Your garlic bread is said to be a fish. And dad's kebabs are up there with the best. No one else can do a barbie quite like you. You ought to be. You ought to be. You ought to be congratulated.
Yeah, the Meadow Lee song there.
Yes, I definitely know that song, Corey.
Yeah, so the Meadow Lee song. Well, they have penned a new version of that song to
What's the new version?
Encourage people. Yeah, a new version to encourage people to get vaccinated.
Well, so let's hear it. I want to hear it.
In China, in all these other countries, they have written jingles to encourage people to get vaccinated.
Well, the Carl and Jackie.
Do you want to hear the song they have done here?
Yeah.
Would you like to hear the song?
Yes, I would.
Wouldn't you like to feel free again? Enjoy get-togethers with your friends. A team. Live and dream. You all be vaccinated. Or see your family vaccinated. Here's a chance to change your life, so take it. It's your life and life is what you make it. Wouldn't you like to travel anywhere? Party all night long without a care. Live life to the full instead of being dull. It only takes a tick, just a little prick. You ought to be vaccinated.
Yeah, so that's a song. Would that song make, if you weren't vaccinated, would that song make you get vaccinated?
Well, that song might, but also the song that Kyle did, Get Vexed Baby, might as well.
Yeah, maybe, but I reckon that song is more likely to get people in the mood because Kyle, I'm not being mean or something, but Kyle is not someone who I would listen to myself.
Well, Kyle's like
in the older. Kyle is like more for the younger generation, where like that song would probably
Kyle
be more
is
for
like
the
me. Kyle's a champ.
No, Kyle not the champ. The champ is the champ. I do not do a podcast with
Kyle's
Kyle.
The champ like me.
Yeah. Cool. No. Well, so do you reckon that song will help? Yes or no?
I think it will, but only time will tell, won't it?
Yeah,
let's get vaccinated, people.
Let us know on Facebook. Let us know on Facebook. Do you reckon that song will help with encourage people to get the facts? Yeah, Tim.
Forkman, do you reckon it would help your mum get vaccinated or not?
I don't believe. We're not going to talk about her on this podcast. Thank you very much. Now, moving right along.
Does she listen?
Okay, so now, my favorite part of the show, where we tell people where to find Forkman and the Champ. As you can see down on the thing, it's scrolling through, but I'll tell you anyway. So you can like us on Facebook. Just look for Forkman and the Champ on Facebook. Instagram, look for Forkman and the Champ podcast. Subscribe
You
on
have an email
YouTube.
address?
True, Forkman and the Forkman and the Champ podcast. And you can also email us anytime at forkmanandthechamppodcast@gmail.com. You can also find us on all your good podcasting apps. We are there. Also on Spotify, anytime you like. You can on Spotify us. Listen to us right there on Spotify. And YouTube, iTunes, wherever. Also iHeartRadio. We are on iHeartRadio. Yeah, you heard me right. Yeah, Tim Tam.
I never knew you had an email for your show. This shows how much I've listened. How long have you had an email for the show for?
For a while.
Can I email anything I want to it or any ideas I have? What can I send to the email?
Anything can be emailed to us. Like Betty from Brighton usually emails in, and she usually talks about how she loves the Champ's ice cream review.
Oh, nice. So, what if I sent you an email saying, can you say happy birthday to such and such on your podcast? Would you do that?
Yeah, we would, because, you know, right, that reminds me. We're going to move on to the next segment. With its shout-outs/bye for now. So, in this, so Tim, you're new to the show, so this is a segment where we give shout-outs to our friends or whoever we think need a shout-out. So it could be Eddie Betts, who has retired from AFL football. It could be the Prime Minister for doing an awesome job. It could be your neighbour Betty, who is doing it tough. Or it could be your Uncle Bob, who unfortunately, his gang is not doing any building properly at the moment. So, yeah. Do you have a shout-out, Tim?
I've got a shout-out I'd like to make. I'd like to say hello to the Champ. I hope you enjoy listening to this, and I hope you're enjoying your break. If you decide to take a longer break, you know my number. Give me a call, send me a message. I look forward to it. But I love you, Champ, and me and you should get together sometime. I love you, buddy. And also, happy birthday to Charlotte and Charlie.
Oh, well, thank you. My shout-out this week is... I'm going to put my shout-out to all the parents out there for Father's Day. Because not only fathers who do Father's Day, sometimes it's mothers, sometimes it's grandparents, sometimes it's uncles or aunties or whoever.
Sometimes it's a neighbor down the road.
To all them people, happy Father's Day. Yeah, sometimes it is the neighbor down the road. To all them, happy Father's Day. And also, big happy birthday to my son, Charlie. Until next time, I've been Forkman. He's been...
I can't hear you. You just dropped out a little. What's that?
I said, I've been Forkman. You've been...
I've been Tim the Champion.
Remember, and for now, enough forever. And remember to always wash your hands with soap, water, and hand sanitizer. Thank you for listening to the Forkman and Champ podcast, episode number 56.
You're already up to 56. You're almost at your 60th, buddy.